Sale chicos, vamos a hacer la parte 2. No pude completar al 100 la primera misión, güey. Ese personaje no lo entiendo, me vale verga ahorita mismo entenderlo, güey, para conseguir el máximo potencial de este. Vamos a jugar simplemente este, güey, ya está. Por favor, dime que este no va a estar más feo que el de los seres humanos, en serio. What? Ok. Creo que acabo de entender un poco, bueno, simplemente entenderle. A ver, los de agua tendrán que ir por los de agua y los de... A ver, sí, tiene dirección. Oh, ok. Ah, ok. Sí, cállate ya, güey, déjame jugar, chulo pendejo. Oh, mierda. Bueno. Ok, eso pasa. ¡Ay! Ah, no vi esa flecha. Ujú. Espera un minuto. Pinche Lichu, quítate a la verga. Quítate, pinche Lichu, inútil. Tienes que estar jodiendo, ¿verdad? Listo. Ah, ah. Ni siquiera me di cuenta que estaba completando ya, simplemente estaba capturando y ya está. Oh, sí, no. Oh, mierda. Oh, mierda. Sí, carajo. Mm. Ay. Quítate el hecho de mierda, quítate el hecho de mierda, quítate el hecho de mierda, quítate el hecho de mierda. No, 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 no. Métele turbo, listo. No. Ah, listo. El último. Gilichures. Mierdichures. Ures. Chures. Métele turbo, guirriño. Sí, para abajo. Oh, ok. Ah, por favor, estúpido Ilichu. Cambia. Cambia, mierda, cambia. Tengo el micrófono todo por culo también yo. Oh, mierda. Ok. Tomar por culo, güey. Ya sabía yo que los dinosaurios iban a estar más divertidos que los putos seres humanos, güey. Bien. Bien, 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 bien. Ahora. A lo que en verdad funciona el maldito evento asqueroso. Y lo obtuvimos. Constelación. La historia. ¿Cómo nos quedamos en 14 minutos? Vamos a chingarnos la historia. Ni, ni, ni.
Alright, so this is our base. According... the almighty Dragon Lord! Cool.
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
Sí, exacto.
You killjoy.
Exacto. Hago fiestas.
We're a real dream team. Let's just
¿Ya hice Duolingo? Creo que no. Vamos a hacer Duolingo,
We know each other
chicos.
pretty
Vamos a
well,
hacerlo con ustedes.
so
Porque,
working together should be a breeze.
para el que no
Still,
sepa,
let's not
tengo
get careless.
retraso mental.
There are a lot of
No es
cliffs
cierto, es
nearby,
broma.
so our vision will be obscured. They could
Pero
ambush us from the high ground too.
sí me pasó por los huevos un montón el inglés, así que
See that flag over
naturalmente tengo que conseguir la
That's the
forma de
collective of
aprenderlo,
Players
aunque sea
Base,
poquito.
right? We'll approach
Te doy la
slowly on the
bienvenida
way.
a Lily Conoce
Sneak in and
Gente,
capture the
Lily
base.
conoce
donde
gente.
tengo
Move up to
obligada
the
a
high
hablar
ground.
con personas que no
I like the
conozco.
way you think.
I trust your judgment too,
No sé si te
Lilani.
importa. pero estas son algunas palabras que deberías saber.
All right then. Time for me and my sharky
Cálido.
surfboard to strut our stuff.
Clima.
Beach.
Playa.
I'll take
O
point.
perra. Digo
Everybody
playa.
follow me.
Soy Lily y esta es nuestra invitada de hoy. Ojalá sea rápido. Hello, my name is Anna.
Hola.
Because the weather is warm. I often go to the beach on weekends.
Here by the water route, just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking. Huh? They saw through our plan?
No choice but to
I
face
often
them
go
head
to the
on
beach
now.
on weekends.
I'm ready.
I often go to the
All
beach
right
on
then.
weekends.
Time for a real showdown.
It's very sunny, and I enjoy playing with squash.
Show me your courage.
It's very sunny, and I
Target
enjoy
across.
playing with
My mistake.
Hey, no slacking. Give this everything you got. Spin to win. Woohoo! Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot. See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily.
You're finally here, Gramps. If I'm back home too late.
Don't worry, we'll make this.
Let's
All right,
hope your bullets get
finish this
fighting.
fast.
Here comes another.
Right here. Get there! Check this out. Best of luck.
Here.
My weight was
Locked
not
up.
in vain.
Shadow of the past. Mind to command.
Is that all you have?
Take a look behind the veil. Take a look behind the veil.
A little frosting.
All eyes on you.
Right here. Drilling down!
Snowed under. All eyes on you.
Coño, lo cagué.
All eyes on you. My weight was not in vain.
Chances are looking slim. Perhaps it's time I got going.
All right. We've taken the Masters of the Night. Look, up there in the mountain. The flag of the flower. Wow. Looks.
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground,
Looks like I showed up right on.
Yay, you're here too, Shilonen.
Let's save the small talk for.
now that backups are up.
I'll lead a frontal assault. The rest of you find an.
I can.
What?
Hold up. That's where Shilonen's headed. Let's find another way.
¿Qué coño?
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Well, would you look? But this is just the beginning. So stay on your.
We're not gonna.
Well said.
Let's have ourselves.
Watch out!
Show
Or
your
you'll get
courage.
singed.
Get back! Woohoo! Amazing!
Flying kick!
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
Right here! For chocolate! For chocolate!
Flying.
I got it!
Alright. How about we call it a day?
Whee!
Does that mean we've won? Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside when I'd heard you already taken the base. That was well played.
Yeah, the going would have been way tough.
How about the sacred flame crystal?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as green.
Yes, and they gave them to.
Granny C. Lolly, are you here to take?
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame. I did a quick tally. At this,
That's awesome. Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we?
Oh, I am all for it.
How about we head over there together?
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the work.
I need to help at the shop and.
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier.
Great! Paimon can't wait. Huh? In that case, I guess I'll be off too.
Ok,
It's very sunny, and I enjoy playing sports there.
deportes y soleado.
This summer, I am playing tennis with my friends. I
Hurry
also
up,
have a
guys!
flower
We're
garden.
the last ones
The
left.
flowers in my garden
Come on,
are
I'll take you to get
beautiful in the
changed.
summer.
You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies.
La playa.
Oh,
Arena,
sorry.
sol.
Let's save the reminiscing
Más
for later.
arena.
Let's go!
Suena emocionante para alguien más.
Woohoo! Let's get this party
Hasta la
started!
próxima. O no.
This is the life. Hear this, hot spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the Almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day. Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already. Take that, Kanich. Bow before my greatness. Hey, watch it how.
Se está durmiendo.
Traveler. Kachina. Tavat to Kachina. I made Sora's. Okay. Kanich, you shirtless. Thanks for sticking around to help me
Algo
clean
le
up.
pasa a Kashina. Vamos a pensar que es porque está pensando en el dinosaurio que se supone que tenemos que curar y no lo estamos curando.
Parties are always extra lively when you guys are. No, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner. Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? Oh, sorry to do this, but could you try asking her?
Ah, bueno.
We'll ask the next time we're alone with her. If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by.
Exactamente.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now too. Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Springs. Bye for now. See you soon.
Bien, ¿cuánto fue eso? ¡Ey! Media horita. Vamos por la segunda. Espera 2 días, ¿no? Ni. Ya está.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
¿Dónde está? Perdón.
All right. Let's ride.
Oh, here you are, Katrina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is, except for me. And that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough.
Exacto.
I see. Thank you, Traveler.
If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right?
Supongo.
When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of... But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Which
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it.
Greasy Lolly?
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Mallory's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you? When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But a baseless rumor, but a fearful sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
Vamos allá. ¿Qué estaba haciendo? Ay.
Try and stop me!
Whee!
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time. Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed.
Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milrace?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Ok. Lo de transformarme y poder hablar con los dinosaurios es nuevo, ¿no? O sea, yo no me acuerdo que podía hacer eso. También te digo, pues hubo un momento en donde la historia pues ya la perdí del rumbo y la verdad estoy muy perdido. Me quedé que el señor Capitanazo se sacrificó dando su vida, entre comillas, para mantener la paz con que la diosa de la muerte era, no me acuerdo, que según eso se hizo un trato con Mawika de como por su vida tener un tipo de poder, algo así era, no me acuerdo. Pero como Capitanazo estaba en un ciclo de vida en donde moría y vivía todo el rato, o sea, no estaba ni vivo ni muerto, sino estaba como entre medias, güey, y pues no podía morir o descansar en paz y cargaba con las almas de antiguos compañeros de su tropa y así. ¿Hablaste? Bien, ahora que pachuca.
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Lonnie, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! You nearly scared the life out of me! Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over the
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kinich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the...
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby.
Awesome, thanks everyone.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going.
Ok, se supone que estamos investigando una cosa que es ligera y vuela. ¿Será tú, pequeñín?
Alright.
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Me neither. They all look light and floaty to me.
I didn't find anything either.
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help,
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. All right.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up if...
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just any...
You never know.
Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Let me think.
Kachina, Seed Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but we must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick to—
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying!
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's no—
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines?
there are many possible reasons, but—
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want,
Bro.
I can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
¿Dónde va?
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kookasaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point.
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him.
Bring it.
Looks like it.
Why have—
So, is there... You want us to dig it up?
These are.
woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made and heavily still, they're just about legible. They seem to document Come, let's read them together. These...
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natland. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to... As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure...
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the blue... Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even...
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of return. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natland was always meant to.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just... please...
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's...
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystal.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said...
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think there's so many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have... Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up where...
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nampol. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this.
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask.
Rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone knows... How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing, playing by the rules, gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped. These sacred flame crystals. They have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't...
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was... He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to... Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me...
Wait, Nampol! Where are you going?
Antu!
Ay, como siempre, seres humanos queriendo poder y siendo unos retrasados mentales. Bueno, cada quien.
Please, answer me. Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out. I'm so sorry. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them, but no one believed me anymore. Until finally, Antu. I remember once, over at the
This go beg your brother for some. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would... It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fight, unable to fathom how in Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't, I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials, but the past cannot be undone. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls, and may the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else. He senses some... No wonder there weren't... The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be...
Hey! Where's...
Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over... I gotta think this through.
ver, yo no entendí. O sea, sí se estaban peleando porque los cristales los endemoniaban o simplemente porque querían poder y son estúpidos seres humanos.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor, wouldn't you say?
Can he understand?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he can. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time to—
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything.
I think it's probably. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the.
That's right. The people responsible.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are— but now, after— will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them, so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Actually,
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain.
Abu.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Not so fast. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. As for making Antu understand,
Ok. ¿Cuánto llevamos? Ya 1 hora. Bueno, pues nos damos una más.